What's up? Okay, what's up? Today's an interesting one. I was thinking the other day, I want to make more developer oriented tools. I want to make things that can help engineers, specifically new engineers. And I had this idea where I was like, why does anyone like, because I was talking to an engineer, a friend of mine, and he was like, really, if you're not on a team in a specific job, if you're not at that level yet, you're never really getting anyone reviewing your code. So I was like, okay, why not make a code review buddy using all this AI magic that's happening now, and do some Code Llama prompting as you code. So pretty much, the idea is going to make a watcher. I'm Jared, by the way. Hi, like, subscribe. If you like these streams, join the Discord. But anyway, so I forgot that I should probably say that in the beginning of the streams. So the general idea is we're gonna set up a server that, well, it's really gonna be a client that's gonna be running in the background and using a server that we're gonna expose in Colab in front of our Code Llama uh, to analyze your code and pretty much just say, hey, this is what's wrong with it, and provide other examples. And as you code, it's going to watch for code changes. And I'm thinking we're going to just have it's going to be running, it's just going to be logging out the current state and clearing out the terminal and showing the state, almost like when you see, like, when you're running Webpack or something, how it's just always showing you this fresh page in the terminal. Yeah, let's do it. I think this one should be cool because this one I'm like, it's actually interesting because I think most people don't really have Code Buddy. I'm your Code Buddy. I'm the only person who's looking at your code, and I'm not even looking at your code. Send your code in the comments, and I'll review it. Link your GitHub in the comments, and I'll code review. It's terrible, I promise you. What should this be called? Let's say senior engineer. Let's not even do 10x today. No, let's do 10x. Okay, 10x senior. I almost didn't call it 10x. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so let's go and let's make it Python. Let's do this in Python today. So let's make this a Python is Python is all you need, really. It's like attention's all you need. Python's all you need. All you need is Python and a brain. If you don't have a brain, then I'm sorry, you suck. You gotta have a brain first to do anything. See, keep it up, G. Catch up with us later. Thanks, Rule. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. If you're interested in like building, if you're interested in things that actually like are useful, this is a good stream. We're doing developer tools. Maybe this will be developer tools week. Maybe that's what this will be. Okay, so create a. Yeah, let's all right, let's get a requirements. Well, we don't have to touch the requirements. Let's just make a file and let's call this main.py. And we're gonna set up a collab later on where we load up Code Llama and everything, and that's gonna be cool. But for now, we're gonna just load up our 10x senior engineer. Honestly, if part of me is like, I feel like I should just call this 10x bot, but that's such a powerful name that I'm like, I should leave that for something crazy. For now, I'm just like we'll call it senior engineer, 10x senior engineer. But I eventually want to have one bot that's so OP that we just call it 10x. If you don't know what 10x means, it's not for you. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna create a virtual environment. Um, so I can store, so I can localize all of my modules and also my version of Python that I'm using here. If you're not using virtual environment Python, you're not even close. You have half of an X. You're 1227. You're you're 137. You're not even all the threes. It's taking a bit. All right. Okay, so let's source this. And so really the way this is going to work is it's going to be a script that you just straight up run. I'm actually going to let's actually rename the main to senior engineer. Doesn't really matter. I just like doing that. All right, this is going to be sort of act like a binary file. So let's first let's just start code. Let's start figuring. Let's start figuring it out. So first things first. Remember, we're gonna have a Colab. So it's actually gonna be. I'm not at a point where I can just like load Llama CPP yet. I need a better computer. Donate to the stream so I can get a better computer. um, but for now, we're gonna be essentially like hitting the Colab in order to get to inference Llama, which should be fun. And I said it should be fun. I don't know why. Why would it be fun? The fuck am I talking about? Okay, so Tur, what? All right, so let's go into the live chat here. All right, so first things first. So what's this actually going to do? It needs to enter in. Oh, true. I said a ton of stuff as a seller. All right. So first we're going to go into the we have to watch a directory. So we're going to assume we're going to input the folder that we want to watch. And every time there's a file change, then get the file change and do our code review. So it's actually fairly simple. We need a watcher. We need to have a watcher. For now, I'm just going to set up the classes here. And this is going to be what watches the files. I'm going to use this thing called Watchdog that I was just researching. That I never used before, but it should be pretty simple. So we're going to, I know I was testing the time delay because I sent a previous message and it didn't send. Oh, really? 9.5 second delay? Wow. Crazy. All right. So that's all right. It's fine. I can, if it's but the stream sounds really helpful. Nice. Yeah. This is, if you want to actually like know how to like use these LLMs for your own purposes here, this is a great stream. It's a great stream. And we're going to initialize stuff here. So like, what am I doing? But we're going to initialize this as a main module, and we're going to also do stuff here. We're actually going to, initialize the senior engineer, and here we're going to run it. So what I know is we're going to have like a run function that's going to do stuff here. I don't know what it's going to do yet, but I know we're doing that. It's not going to be what I initialize. And I know we're going to be running that in here after we get some arguments. But first thing first, let's figure out the arguments. So my idea, so the reason why I was going to do a VS Code extension, but then I was like, I don't want to incentivize people to use VS Codes. So I'm going to, no, VS Code's okay. But If you care about VS Code, then it's not. If you're butthurt, if I think VS Code sucks, then it sucks. You made it suck by being butthurt. But no, the I didn't want to do an extension for a code editor. I was thinking of that because I was like, it'd be cool to make a VS Code extension because so many people use it. But I chose not to because I want this to actually work for any environment. Really, all it's doing, it's file system based. So we're going to be using a AP. It's called Watchdog. We're going to use a library that's going to watch the file system, and it's going to use whatever the native file system API is that you have. Like for instance, like it's probably going to use KQ events for Mac in my environment here, or FS events. I don't really know what Windows is, but it's going to use whatever your native file watching is. So it's not going to be, and then it's going to just be a server like that you just run. So you just go into your direct. The way it should work is you just say senior engineer, and then you just give it the folder. So it's like my, oh, and then it just watches it. That's it. And also, but we're gonna have to have a config file and shit. Um, yeah, we'll have to have a config file. I'm actually gonna make that an argument. Um, no, we won't even do a config file. All the config stuff will just be args that we pass to it. Cool. First things first, let's get arg parse and then get our args. If you don't know arg parse, arg parse, arg parse is a Python library for getting arguments. By the way, this is a good. You guys gotta understand. You have to know how to build your own tooling. You have to know how to build your own tooling. I'm showing you how to build your own tooling. Okay. Super, super, super important. So when this runs as a main module, we're gonna run it some arg parse arguments, and it looks like the default is just having this help. So we're gonna add our own arguments here. Hold on. And I suppose I'm not charging. I'll charge in a second. So we're gonna add our arguments. That looks like a positional argument. So repo is gonna be repository. It's gonna be our argument. We're using repository. It's like, it's kind of like Git lingo, but it doesn't really matter. We'll have a help. Oh, it looks like you could pass in a quark for help message. We're gonna say pass in the folder the code base folder you want to watch. Source code folder. It's a better way to say you want to watch. Cool. So we're gonna have some optional arguments, which we will do. How do you add our optional arguments? Like this. So we're gonna add an optional argument, and this is gonna be, we want one for Colab, and this is gonna be link to the Colab and Grok URL. Because I'm just making that a thing to just use I've done it on so many streams where I have the Colab and Grok URL that it's just a thing now. How will the PyLib tech stack look like for a project like this? The PyLib tech stack, the Python library tech stack, we're going to be using Watchdog. And argparse is a standard library, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I think it's just Watchdog. Let me think. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is just standard library. Okay, so what are we doing here? All right, so the action, we're not doing an action. Store true. Yeah, we're not. We'll just get whatever value they give us. So we'll say this is going to be the link to the Colab. What else do we need to patch to it? For now, that's it. Yeah, for now, that's it. Okay, so how do you get? So you pass the args to this, and then yeah, nice. Then there should be an args.repository. Oh, whoops. And then there should be an args.colab, and then we'll run this with the Colab, the repository. I'm making the Colab a keyword argument in the stream. That's the only way we'll do it. But I want to make it, if this is actually like cool, I want to make it so that eventually we could just say like, local equals true, and then it'll use like llama CPP or something like that. Anyway, so we're gonna say if collab and self collab equals collab URL, just collab URL equals yeah, let's say collab because it's no, let's just say API URL. Let's make it generic. It doesn't matter that it's collab. It just needs to be an API. It just needs to be an API. All right, so cool. So we're gonna get the API. All right, so the way it's gonna work, we're gonna initialize this. Oh yeah, self repository equals repository, and that's how we're gonna initialize it for now. We're gonna have a oh yeah, with import requests. Oh yeah, so Acela, your message was retracted probably because it had a URL in it. YouTube's weird about that. Okay, so engineer equals, so we're gonna initialize this, and we're gonna initialize this with args repository, comma API URL equals args.api. So now it's not an optional thing. To do make Colab optional and use local LLM. Or even like make it adaptable for ChatGPT. I should actually do that. I should well, that doesn't really matter. Okay, so not for now. And then we'll just do engineer.run. And then we haven't done the run part yet. So let's just run this. See if we have any errors. Oh, no module name request. So we're gonna use request too as a Python library. I'm like, I always forget it. I always thought that this was like now. I thought request was like good. I thought it was standard library. Let's see. Whatever. We're just gonna install it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll get requests. All right, let's install our stuff. So let's pip install requests and this watchdog. What's up with this watchdog thing? Just call it watchdog. Okay. Install these two things. Move this over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna pip. This is all I think we need. So I'm gonna pip freeze and then put this in my requirements.txt. Cool. Just so I don't forget, because after this I'm gonna put on git. I'm gonna put this in a git ignore. Put this in a git ignore. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh, we're done. We finished it. No, obviously not. Okay, let's see if we get an error. We run this again. Wait, unexpected keyword argument ELP. It sounds like I had a something spelled wrong here. I gotta put in my charger. All right, so oh yeah, and if you're new to the stream recently, because I feel like we got some new people in. Um, I build a lot of shit. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be building stuff probably well, like Mondays, Wednesdays, and probably either just do another one on Thursday or Saturdays. We'll see. But Monday, Wednesday, I want to make that always build days. And then my buddy Jack and I are doing a podcast on Tuesdays and Fridays. So we're doing a lot of content. If you're not building, what the fuck are you doing? Right? Build more. Okay, so let's actually watch the current directory as we're testing. And then we're gonna have API, and then this is gonna equal thing. And then okay, cool. So the run is gonna be a loop. For now, let's just do that. I got to figure out what to do here. We're just doing it. It's going to be a loop. I don't know what the conditions of the loop are going to be. It's probably just going to go on forever. We're just testing, right? Okay. So first things first. By the way, the collab's super simple. I'm gonna make the watcher now. That's for the chapters. Okay, it's for the chapters. The watcher's right now. Watcher now. Okay. Watcher. We're building the watcher right now. Where is that guy Matt though? The ML Houdini. Oh yeah, Matt. No, Matt's still cool. Like, I talk to Matt a lot. He's just not doing the podcast. He just doesn't have the time with like work and stuff like that. But yeah, like Matt and I talk about AI like a ton. So yeah, sorry, maybe I should have said that. Yeah. The Matt's not he's like doesn't have time to like be like a public guy right now, which is fine. Um, like it's kind of a lot to like be like super available, especially for like a lot of engineers and have your face out there and everything. So I get it. I get it. All right. So, but he's probably gonna come back for the way we talked about it is that it'll be more so like he'll kind of come back depending on like timing. Like if something's really interesting, like if he has something to show, or like we're doing sort of asynchronously. Um, yeah, it's totally understandable. I'm a little like crazy with this stuff. Being like super public is not for everybody. All right, so let's do the all right, so let's go back to the documentation. I gotta know how to use it. So the first things first, we gotta initialize a watcher. So this is gonna be our watcher, and then we're gonna initialize a watcher, and then we're gonna have a folder here. And what this is gonna do, and we're just gonna pass the repository as the folder. And then what this is gonna do is we're gonna watch. I'm thinking, I actually don't know how this works, Watchdog. So we have to look at how Watchdog works a little bit. Scheming in secret is preferable. It is. It is. I made a choice where I was like, because I had a feeling things were gonna like once I started doing this, it would get more public, and now it's growing pretty well. So like I get it. Like I had a moment where I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to like be more public. It's fine. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Things will never. Okay, so we're gonna go and look at their simple example. So this is my first time using this Watchdog API. It just looks at native file system APIs events, like like I said, KQ, which is very utilized in Node.js. By the way, is like the Mac OS system for things for event handling. So it's like there's system calls for events, and there's typically queues in which events come, and then the system processes it to emit it, and you can. And the reason why it's system is because you don't want to always just have a runtime doing events. You don't want to always just set up a Python script to wait for something and then execute that in a Python environment. You want things to be lower level sometimes. Um, okay, so but anyway, we're gonna be looking at the events. Let's see. I'm just gonna paste this real quick. I want to see what this actually looks like. I want this to work in a way where I can just start it. Let's just have a watch command function right here. Oh yeah, we gotta import stuff. Let's import all this. Always take code from documentation. If you're not taking code from documentation, you suck. I like making random rules for people to do. It's like, if you don't do this thing, you suck. All right, so we don't logging event handler. Interesting. Oh, interesting. So this is one that monitors the current directory recursively for changes and logs them to console. So we don't actually want to do this. We want to make our own event handler. So let me look at how you make your own event handler. Well, let's actually go back to this, and it seems like the way it works is you run the schedule and you just start it, and and then they have a while loop that's just sleeping forever until there's a keyboard interrupt, and then it stops. Yeah, wait, I think this is the loop that we want to have. Interesting. Yeah, I think that is the loop we want to have. By the way, keyboard interrupt is I don't know, wait, what's observer join? Keyboard interrupt is whenever you do control C. Okay, so we're gonna do watcher watch. And then how's watcher watch gonna work? Let's actually do the logging event handler. We're gonna have to change this, obviously. But let's do that for now. And where is so we run the watch. We don't want to do this, which just does this, and it should return the observer, which is their class for an observer. And we're gonna get this observer here, and then run our loop here. And we're probably gonna do other stuff. So we're actually gonna the watch. We're actually gonna want to have our handler get passed in here. We'll do that in a sec. For now, so what's happening here is there's this event handler that is their default one, and we're just testing for now to just see how this works. And let's actually add because I'm using the current directory here to watch recursively. Let's actually watch. Oh, it's gonna watch the environment, which is like huge. That's fine. But let's actually watch. Let's make like a little random file called test.py, and we're just gonna code random shit in it. Let's just print. This is a test, and it's not gonna really execute, but it's gonna be watched. And this is our watch handler. And this is the thing, we're going to use this in a sec. The watch handler is going to get used to pass to the watcher, probably here. And then this is going to be executed in their watch scheduler. So whenever a file changes, which appears to be this what this scheduler is doing, it's going to do something. For now, it's just going to log stuff. So let's run this. Invalid syntax. Cool. Okay, so we can just fuck off then. Everything's broken. Might as well we should just leave. Am I in a mood? Let's see. Oh, it's because of the lines. All right. Let's do line endings or indentation. Let's just convert everything to tabs. Okay. Path is not defined. Wait, what? Oh, that's because we want to use self.folder. Okay, let's run it again. Okay. So let's see. I think it's watching now. So I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna press enter and press save. Nothing logged. So um, let's see why nothing logged. Let's see. It monitors to see if the file system changed and see if maybe it doesn't know about. Oh, whoops! I didn't do this part. I didn't actually. I need to get the logger, I think. Yeah. Okay. Where? It's right here. So running the logger. Cool. But just logged. What did it log? So it said modified file test.py. So we want to capture this event. And whenever this event happens, we want to like ask a couple things. There's a couple things because people type a lot and they save a lot. So I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to show you a little debouncing trick where we're going to be collecting uh, things within a time frame. So we're going to see if we're going to essentially wait a second after we get these modified events, or maybe like 2 seconds, just to see if like there's modified and created happens a lot. Because sometimes people control C a lot. And we're just going to collect. I'm going to have like a collection thing to make sure that we don't get a ton and then we just keep destroying our server. We don't want to DDoS ourselves. But anyway, cool. So let's see, that's the format. All right, so let's figure out how to make this actually custom. Oh, this is the message. Okay. Let's figure out how to make this custom. So instead of using this event handler, we're going to pass in an event handler. And we're going to, where is it? Yeah, we're going to have this watch handler right here. And we're going to pass this watch handler to the watch script. And it's going to go through here. And then we're going to run that. And I don't know how this works. So I'm just going to like, figure out how to do this. Python. I'm going back and forth between Python and JavaScript. Bear with me. Wow, Brave is actually really bad at searches. I keep saying that. Maybe I should just change it. Let's see, locals. Yeah, let's just do that. get the keyword arguments and get the args. But okay, let's print this. Print this. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, let's log something. Actually log something. Oh, we'll do this in a sec, but I want to clear shit. We'll log something in a sec. For now, let's just get the watcher, the file watcher, and then we'll do some more stuff. So this is what, so it's like I'm thinking I want something to code review, because most like engineers, like if you're not in an environment, if you're an indie dev, you don't get code reviews. So it's like I need a code review. All right. What are the args? Oh, function object is no attribute dispatch. So they want a specific class to be passed to or a function with a specific function method to be passed to the watcher here. Or they want the watcher here to be a specific method. So that gets passed to the scheduler. So let's figure out what that is. Let's go to the documentation of Watchdog. Events. I think it's events. Do they have like more examples? I really should like, because I hate bad documentation, I should document my stuff better. I should hold myself accountable. I'm not saying they have bad documentation. I'm just saying that I want more examples. That wasn't back talk there. Or that wasn't like two-sided. I really mean that. It's the free sex offender registry. It's called watchdog.com. Yeah, maybe don't call your thing Watchdog if you're not trying to like kill pedos. Okay, so let's go to the GitHub of Watchdog. Let's go to the Python. Okay, this has a lot of stars. Yeah, let me look at, is there like a, oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's see. What the fuck is, I know, Brave sucks so much, man. It's like, it's like just get, they're like, hey, you want something that's not related? All right, so it's like you just saw that I was searching Python stuff. Google just no. Google like I'm like, yeah, track me, fine, whatever. It's gonna make my searches better. Oh, their tests are failing. That's not good. Okay, so document. Let me see. We're just gonna have to look at their API reference. That's all right. It said what function? It doesn't have a dispatch. Okay. I'm guessing it's the events right here. Logging event handler. Cool. Okay. So this logging event handler. What other event handlers do they have? Base file system event handler. Dispatch on any event, on modified, on move. Okay, cool. So let's import this. Let's make our own class. Custom event handler. Is this the class they're giving me? Hold on. I think so. Yeah, it's the class. Okay. And then is the logger still here? No. All right, so let's do this. And for on any event, yeah, let's do this. Let's just override this. Oh, okay. Actually, that's not how this works. I can just intercept these. Hold on. On any event. I don't have to make it. I don't have to override this. I do have to. I was like, I don't have to override it. I do have to override it, or not override it, but I have to. I guess that's how they want you to make it. So we were doing it the right way. Okay. So nice. And then and then you set this little thing right here. Interesting. I'm gonna not pass anything to it because I think the default's fine. Okay, so this is our custom event handler, and we're gonna in the watch handler return custom event handler, and we're just gonna print the source path and the event type. Actually, can I print? I'm gonna print the whole event. See what that looks like. Oh, it says indentation. Indentation. It's always a problem. Indentation is such a problem. Python's like, hey, we're gonna make the perfect coding language. There's one problem. It sucks. No. Okay, it says function. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on a second. File system handler. Hold on a second. This returns an initialization of that. Oh, my bad. I'll do that. Okay, cool. I passed in, yeah, whatever. I passed in the function. I didn't pass in the executed function. It happens. It's life. What are you going to do? Okay, so let's go to test.py. Wait, what? Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, so this is the event. It has a source path, it has an event type, and it has, okay, so nice. So now we can start doing shit. So here's what we want to do. In the, actually, we don't even, we don't, this function doesn't make sense. Just get our watch handler. Make it equal to this. File. Let's just call it custom file system handler. Let's just pass this. Rename this. Okay, so we want to say, so there's a couple of things. There's event type, event dot, event type. And by the way, is this better at 1080p or does it like not matter? Is that like a waste? So cool. So we have the source path. And so now we have to do a couple of things. We have to read contents of the file. Oh, I don't want to override the initializer here. How do you do that again? Oh, right. No, I don't have to override anything. I just want to get like a global variable here because I'm gonna do a little thing where I like collect. Oh, the 720 was. I should just keep this up. No, I should 1080p is fine. It's fine. Then we'll do self dot init dot super. Dude, I totally forget. So super initialize super class. No, the 1080p, I feel like it's a little better. It's just so funny because I'm like, was that? What's the point? No, I get it. I get it. All right. So yeah, we just gotta run the super function, and then I always do this. I always like my brain just like farts when it comes to that. It just farts. So let's have a last event timestamp. It was none. So there's a reason why I'm doing this. We should do so if the last event. Wait, how should this get done? I need to have something that. Oh wait, I would have to have another watcher to do this. I just want to make it so that it doesn't just keep rerunning. I don't feel like having another event that's always watching because I feel like that's not smart. This is probably not important. You know what? Let's actually not do that until we have that's an issue. Uh, anyway, so we want to read the contents of the file, get the file name, so we can use that for the prompt, get the prompt, and make the call to Colab. By the way, the reason why things are like this, they're gonna start getting faster building these because like even though this like we're doing new stuff, like we're using Watchdog and everything, but like typically I'm trying not to add too many new concepts because I want to get things done a little bit more better. I want to get I want to utilize similar concepts and change it up a bit so that we can produce build our own tooling and produce better over time. Okay, so let's just use the Caesar bot one. Let's make a copy of this. I have so many collabs. No one has more collabs than me. That should be a thing. It's like who has more collabs than Jared? Nobody. I highly doubt it. Okay, so let's do copy of Caesar bot. And so this is a pretty good one. Right. What is this called? Senior engineer? 10x senior engineer. If you're a senior engineer and you're not 10x, then that's a problem. Okay, so let's change this runtime type to A100. We're gonna use Code Llama. What was the project recently I did Code Llama? Was it the 10x Hacker Buddy? It was a leak code solver, right? Okay, cool. So let's connect to this. Well, we don't have to use this yet. I shouldn't have connected. Yeah, it's not. We can disconnect from this. We don't want to just leave this open. We're still coding stuff. We have to read the contents of the file, get the file name. We have to make the prompt. So let's actually have a class for our prompts, and then we'll say we don't need to initialize anything. Actually, let's just say we don't even need a class for this. Because I think we're only gonna have one prompt, but that's fine. I just like organizing things a little bit in one file, like I'm doing. Yeah, it's okay. Well, we can put in other files eventually. All right. So the prompt here is so this is gonna be a prompt for code review prompt. That's a good way to put it. Code review prompt. And then we're going to pass in the source code and then the file name. And the file name, the reason why we're doing the file name is so that the Code Llama can intuitively understand what the file is based on the file name. Because I don't want to have to do something that's like, if it's .py, map it to Python, and then, because we're going to have to tell it, so it can be as intelligent as possible, we're going to have to tell the AI or the LLM what the language is in the code, right? So the best way to do that in the most generic way, because we're making this as generic as we possibly can, right, is to do code to just use the file name. All right, cool. So let's get the code review prompt, and then we're gonna say turn. For some reason, I haven't been doing strings for these doc strings. I don't know why. Just in case. Don't have extra spaces here. I know it's gonna have these though. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Okay, so right. So the way this works is we do. I've done so many of these instruction prompts recently. Okay, so this is the system prompt, and then this is the user, and this works. The only reason why I keep doing the same thing is because it keeps working. Okay. Sometimes you don't want to just do the same thing a ton, and you want to mix it up, but like this just works. So like, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so you are a software engineer bot, AI. I even need to say a bot. Your role is to review source code from a simple baby junior piece of shit engineer. Just kidding. Review source code from an it doesn't actually matter who it's from, but it's to review source code and review source code and analyze and critically review is to read source code and critically review the code and determine and give a breakdown on what the code is doing right and wrong. You must follow the rules below. The list of rules below. So if we're going to tell it this follows solid principles, go through the solid principles real quick. Single responsibility principle. That's the S in solid. There should never be more than one reason for a class to change. In other words, every class should have one responsibility. Hey, I'm kind of doing that here. Kind of. Open closed principle. Software entities should be open for extension but closed for modification. Okay, that's kind of cool. So like, I mean, this is an opinion because closed for modification, sometimes you just got to do that. But extensibility is always key. The closed for modification. Let's actually go to this principle. So it's software entities like classes and modules and functions should be open for extension but closed for modification. That is, such an entity can allow its behavior to be extended without modifying its source code. So really, as you're building things, it should be built in a way that it's sort of generalized to an extent, so that as you're building features, the features are the user can extend what they want without changing the actual source code and having to patch it. So for instance, what they did, where are we at? So what Watchdog is doing is sort of the open close principle where we're able to easily extend their classes because they expose these methods that we can override. So like I'm extending this, but I don't have to use this. I don't have to like go into their code and like make my own custom stuff. And that's cool because they don't have to make it so that whenever I want something specific, like I don't have to like go in their code to patch it or request them to patch it. So that's why this principle is cool. Why every big company has a bot like this that actually works? What are senior engineers going to do? Go back to coding? Senior engineers can go f off. No, I don't know. No, I don't think this is gonna change senior engineers. Depends. I don't know. What if this actually does make it so that you don't need code reviews anymore? No, this is just a buddy. This is just a buddy. We're coding a buddy. Okay, so the Liskov substitution principle: functions that use pointers or references to base classes must be able to use objects of derived classes without knowing it. Oh yeah, I mean that's fairly intuitive. Okay, most languages, most that's so funny because this is used here because most languages, um, it's by design and how they do the initial documentation, like Python, that everyone just does that. Interface segregation principle: clients should not be forced to depend upon interfaces that they do not use. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. Dependency inversion principle: depend upon abstractions, not concretions. Can't read. So let's go dig into this principle. It's a specific methodology for loosely coupled software modules. Coupling meaning they're dependent on each other loosely. Um, so it's like you can't use it without the other thing. When following this principle, the conventional dependency relationships established from high level policy setting modules to low level dependency modules are reversed, thus render high level modules independent of the low level module implementation details. Okay, that makes sense. So pretty much this is kind of the most important thing. It's like abstraction should not depend on details. Um, Details should depend on abstraction. So really, like, um, the I'm trying to think of a good way to like maybe they have a better example here. Maybe they have a better example here. Pretty much, you're prioritizing the abstraction. This is important. This is an important one. Let's see. So, yeah. Maybe on Learn Programming we can get an actual quality example of this. I really don't want to fuck this up with my dumb brain. Yeah. So, right. Okay. This person explains it well. So, DIP is really just all about building objects that work against an interface and have the specific implementation passed in at runtime. And yeah, dependency injection is one way of doing this. So it's pretty much I see it as sort of like a modularity thing. So you're kind of making things uh, written in a way that it's prioritizing the abstraction and both ways from whether they're not something's high level or low level, rather than prioritizing like the details and reversibility. Okay, cool. So those are the solid principles. So we're going to tell it to prioritize the solid principles and to prioritize dry. Actually, let's just look at a list of. We want to say dry programming principles. Let's just go to a whole list of random principles because I want to tell it. We want to tell it to write solid code. We want to tell it to write dry code, and we want it to tell it to keep it kiss code. Yeah, don't repeat yourself. Let's just do those three. Cool. Because solid covers mostly everything. Yeah, kiss is like pretty, it's in the name. Okay, so we don't have to go through everything. All right, so in the prompt, ensure that the source code, the given source code follows the kiss principles, the solid principles, and it is dry code. Do not repeat yourself. Ensure the code must be clean and well documented. Code must follow the languages. Wait. First, determine what language code. We got to tell it to reason things first. That's how I'm finding out these things work. Acid, yeah. I just realized it should do. No, we should just make it for simple coding. We should probably not get into architectural things. First, determine what language the code is based on the given file name. And then we want to like walk through logically. We wanted to tell it to walk through and generate because it's going to generate and reason based on these steps. And what I find with these is as it's generating, because it's autoregressive, whatever it's reasoning sequentially, it's going to be easier to solve the problems that you outline here. So when you say first do this, first is going to get the code language. Everything after that is going to be reasoned based on this. This is epic. Hey, nice, Dom Wyatt. Awesome. Yeah, it should work in the end. All right. First, determine what language, what the code, what the programming, the source code is written in based on the given file name. Then determine what the code style is and judge the programmer based on their code style. Judge, ensure that the given code follows the KISS principle, solid principle, and it is dry code. Do not repeat yourself. The code must be clean and well documented. The code must follow the languages. I forgot. What is the name Python style guideline again? Style guide, right? Language, it must follow the languages style guide. For example, the style guide for Python. I shouldn't even say this is PEP. It's going to get confused. I'm not going to give an example. The code must strictly follow the language's style guide. You must give your critiques in an itemized list based on. Oh, you know what? Yeah. It's a PEP8. But I was gonna give it an example of one, but I just realized I don't want it to like no. I don't want to mention anything specific about a language here because I don't want anything to get funky here. Um, you must give your critiques in an itemized list, and hmm, I'm thinking, do we just only give critiques, or do we say things that it did well? You know what we could do is we could have a predetermined list of things to check off, and we just use the AI to check these things off and to say why it didn't do it. Sounds complicated. um, just get like a code review checklist. I mean, we just made one actually. No, we can tell it to do it. We can say we don't have to be specific. So it's like generate a list of. Okay, no. First, determine whether or not the source code follows all of these critiques, all of these parameters, these rules. If it does, then give it a pass, a LGTM. If it does not, list out everything it did wrong in an itemized list. You must either return an itemized list of everything the user did wrong, programmer. Return an itemized list or just the phrase LGTM. Looks good to me. Dumb question. Why do you always use strip in your prompt templates to reduce the number of tokens? It's just because these new lines, like right here, yeah, and obviously there's already these, so I should probably do that. But yeah, it's to get rid of new lines. It's really just it doesn't really matter. Give it a score of 1 to 10x. It's funny. Um, okay, so you must use a title of everything that we did wrong, or just the phrase LGTM. Your itemized list must use stars as the list style type. Markdown must be in markdown format using stars. And then the user will provide source code in the format below. Source code is source code, and then the source code will go here. These will provide the file name in the format below. We'll say file name. File name will go here. Yeah, it's not perfect. Okay, so source code goes here. We're gonna add the source code. Finally, we get to go back into the code. And then the file name goes here. Only respond. It better do this. It always like does it. I always have to be like only respond. I have to like talk to her like it's a fucking idiot. It's like always respond with this. Okay, only respond with your code review, whether or not the code passes LGTM. Wait, your code review, your itemized list, or just LGTM. And we're gonna look if LGTM is in the response, and we'll have like a message. It's like your code is fine for this file, or like code passed for this file, or whatever. So like, well, it'll be like this is like gonna act as a server. So you just run your code, your server, or whatever, your Webpack server, and then you run your 10x in your engineered server. Okay. So that's our initial prompt. No idea if this is good. All right, so yeah, we gotta put this above. I'm gonna put this stuff in different files. Getting it to be, I should always just do that. Sometimes I'm like lazy. Okay, import prompt. No. From prompt import p equals prompt p dot get code review prompt, and then all right, we got to get the contents of the file. So let's read contents of file. I've looked it up. There's a reason why I'm not I'm looking this up again is because I want to read it a certain way. Okay. I want to read it a certain way. So let's say this is the file content. Okay. And then the file name. So we'll get using the source path, we'll get the file name. So we'll say this split slash -1. It should always be fine. Getting the last thing after the split. Hey, what's up, Maliki? How you doing? Glad to have you here. Okay, this is our prompt. Now we finally now go up to our senior engineer. So let's actually just reconnect to Colab. I got to do this for the chapters. Now I'm going to, for myself, when I chapter this out, now I'm going to actually run the Colab. The Colab's running now. Okay. Now let's install everything that we need. Oh yeah, login to Hugging Face. Actually, I want this one to just be quick. I want this one to just be super quick. I want to just like, it's like, this is just a quick one. You know? Like, it's fine if it isn't, but, you know. Some of these are a little intense. Like, unnecessarily. Like I shouldn't have spent that long on it. Some of these, like, auto startup one probably should have been that long, to be honest. Even though that's crazy, it was like 8 hours. But for some of these, it's like I shouldn't have took that. I mean, I get it. It's not like it's for me. It's my own thing. Sometimes like that's just a me thing. Okay, so leak code solver. Wait a second. Why is the leak code solver using Llama 2? Oh, no, it isn't. I copied it wrong. Let's close this. Okay, all right, let's install Code Llama. Did you study comp sci at uni, by the way? Was that your major? I didn't study comp sci at uni because I didn't go to uni. Well, I went for a year because I wanted the experience, but I learned this stuff when I was like a kid. But I mean, I got better once I started doing things professionally. But yeah, I had internships in high school and then started working full time 18. Um, and I was doing uni. Are you from the UK? But no, but I was doing that, and it was fun. But I was like, I knew from the beginning, I was like, I'm just gonna like get into the startup world right after this. No, I would just read a ton. I just like research too much. Yeah, UK. So what time is it, dude? Isn't it like late over there? You okay? No judgment. Little just kidding. Not judging. It's late. It's a little late. Yeah, it's one. Oh, it's only one? Huh. Oh, okay. I feel like coding vibe is virtually non-existent over here. For real? Yeah, but over when I was a kid, it was like starting to amp up a little bit, like the coding culture. Okay, let's pass in the Colab URL. I'm trying to make this one really easy for you guys to use. I'm gonna give you guys access to the Colab. You saw how easy the Colab's running right now with that's all I had to do. Okay. That was what was that like a minute? The Colab's running. You get the ngrok URL right here, and then you pass it to the script right here. I should get coloring to make this easier to read. And this is how you'll run it. You'll pass in the folder. I make this easier to me. Oh yeah, we got to figure out how to clear the output and all that. This is how you run it. This should be it. Oh, in school uni. Oh, interesting. So you guys don't just like code? No, I know you code, but it's like you guys don't have like hackathons and stuff like that. Hackathons started to get big when I was like a teenager, like the colleges and in high school we would like go and like we would crush. We would go to hackathons and stuff. It was a good time. And then I would do it. I really stopped around like 2021 when I started just like working a ton and like working at different startups and different companies and doing my own stuff. But before then, I loved going to hackathons and competing. We need an AI course for NPCs. What do you mean? Oh, for yeah. I wonder what the NPC handbook for AI is. It's like you like the way you teach NPCs AI is you tell it that it's a person and it's real and it has consciousness, and then they'll just like accept whatever narrative because that's what NPCs do. I like saying stuff like that because I know people that when they can't hear stuff like that because I'm like kind of an asshole. So like when I not like in real life, like actually, I maybe I seem like one, but like but sometimes I will be um like I'll say something because I know someone's gonna like get emotional about something. And that's my worst quality. Because I'm like, I know if I say these words in this order, you're gonna get upset. I know if I tell you that everyone who's afraid of like I don't even know like well, I can't even say because YouTube. I feel like I got to get bet more on YouTube side. I've been a little, um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Asshole, someone that doesn't refrain from telling the truth. It's true. It's true. Assholes just ruin everyone's good time. It's hilarious. Okay, so I gotta get so requests, post, request. We're gonna post JSON and cool. So we'll do this and that's it. And then we pass up the prompt. And then here's the URL. The URL is going to be, oh, you know what? Our event handler doesn't have the API URL here. How do we get that in here? Let's actually initialize this. So we will have to override the initializer. Huh. And I have to do this thing. Get the super class so I don't break anything. Is this going to just work? No. Hold on. I'm like missing a fundamental, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so pass in the self.api URL. And by the way, I want to make it like screw YouTube. They try to censor over her feelings. It's true. It's true. What is it? Sticks and stones. Okay, so let's go and there's no such file directory x.py. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Oh wait, this actually worked? Yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. But I didn't change this. I need to use the source path. Okay. So this is gonna work. So I'm actually gonna let's print out the event type. Let's actually just print stuff out. Let's print out running senior engineer 10x senior engineer. How many 10x things have I made? I was running 10x senior engineer, and I'm a little OCD about this. I'm gonna log this after it starts running. I know it doesn't really matter, but okay. So let's get. Oh, we got an error. Says it takes two positional arguments where three are given. Let me guess. Is it because of the self thing? I'm like saying the self thing. Is it because of the self thing? So yeah. All right. So sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Our motto, yeah. Can you teach me how to be an alpha male like you, Maliki? Maliki is alpha as fuck. You can tell. All right. So and let's get res.json. The result. Let's print result output. All right. So think we're good. Oh, we don't have to initialize this class every time. That's absurd. P. Okay, and let's do this. All right, let's get the prompt. What else should we do? What else should we do? Grow up in Alberta, get your first job at 17 in oil patch surveying, northern Alberta for oil, then work construction for 20 years equals alpha male. Nice. Malik, you're a legend. All right. So what else? It takes two positional arguments with three. I said three were given. It's because of the cell. Okay. We're running our 10x senior engineer, running our server. Let's go modify a file. Let's modify our test file. It said, okay. Oh, it's a generate. It's slash generate. My bad. My bad. My bad. So generate. We have to say. Just pass in that as the URL. Or no. Well, let's just do this. Let's try again. All right. Now let's modify a file. Let's modify test py. Okay, we're generating results. We just printed something, so we don't really need to get our code review. But whatever. Okay, it says here the code is written in a more Pythonic style by using the built-in print function rather than printing the string using std. Right? Wait, what? Oh, sys.stdout.write. Additionally, the code. Wow, it's been super verbose. The code makes. Yeah, you can just like write like that. The code makes use of a more Pythonic way of defining the string to be printed by using a string literal rather than using a concatenation of strings. Super unnecessary. The senior engineer is very verbose. Oh, look, it returned an LGTM. So you know what? We're not going to show these messages. And this is good because it didn't overthink things. Oh wait, it didn't actually return this whole file. Oh no, this is my log. Right. Beautiful. 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 You're so lucky, Belez. Alberta is the Switzerland, North America. That's an epic statement. How is Alberta? Like, how cold is it? Is really what I'm saying. Okay, so this was good. Honestly, it did a code review. Let's up the ante a little bit. Let's actually make our logs a little better. I want color logs, but we'll do that in a sec. All right, so let's get another code review. I'm going to modify this file. I'm just going to add a space. It's doing a code review. Let's see how fast it is. It's already did it. Nice. Oh, it said looks good to me. Hey, the code I just wrote just passed. It just passed. They said looks good to me. The given code adheres to KISS, solid, dry, and clean principles, and it's well documented. It's not well documented. It says the code style is consistent with the PEP 8 guide for Python and Google Java. It's not Google JavaScript style guide. Additionally, the code follows the programming language conventions. The code checks for the file name and directory and initializes the custom event handler class with the file extension is called whenever there is a change. Oh, it actually knows what the file is doing. That's pretty cool. It reads the file. Oh, it's like saying what the code's doing very well. Here's the negative comments. The code needs improvements in the readability and commenting. The code lacks comments and readability, making it challenging to understand. Okay. Fair enough. But they said looks good to me. They said looks good to me. So, couple things. We want to just we want to say we want to verify whether it says looks good to me. If it does say looks good to me, but I just realized it might say I'm not going to say LGTM. I need to really tell it not to ever say LGTM. View or just LGTM. Do not code. Hey, I just passed my own code review, or the AI's code review. It said I need to comment my code, so fuck it, right? Actually, I like this. I'm not gonna. We're just gonna keep this for now. By the way, I'm gonna be back. I got to the bathroom real quick. Oh wait, it's not. It's passing the source code twice. Okay, actually, I'm gonna run it again and then 1 second. Okay. Have you ever, Maliki? You ever see Bigfoot? I have to ask. All right, let's try it again. Nice, nice. Apparently, I write code that will pass code review. Nice. Cougars. Do you guys have moose? Moose scare the shit out of me. Cougars. It's all right. All right. So this works. Let's test it. Let's break it. Well, couple things. We need to give output. So let's clear logs. We want to have a way of logging. So whenever we have an output or a file change, we want to I just realized it's going to show a lot of file changes. You know what we should do? We should have a queue. Let's actually do this. Let's have a response queue, review queue. Let's have, we're going to have a certain way to print output, print review. And what this is going to do is we need to first clear the terminal, read through the review queue, and see if and organize what the past files from the not past files. should the size of our queue be? Can you download Stack Overflow as an app? Just curious if that's the orange app on the dock next to settings. No. Uh, Dom, yeah, no, I didn't download Stack Overflow as an app. I think this is just the break or next to settings. No, I think this is it's just Sublime Text right here, which is my code editor. If you do want to very quickly search things, other than just Google, honestly, like GPT is pretty cool. The only reason why I don't really use it because it's not that efficient for most things. Just being honest, unless you're like really learning a concept, it's great. But for most things, it's not that efficient, which is why I'm trying to make this thing that runs in the background. Okay, so we're gonna have a review queue. It's gonna be no, I'm not like no. Bigfoot's legit. Like I mean, I haven't seen it. Yeah, no, yeah. I feel like from what I've seen through my brother who's been like he knows a lot about that. I like now believe over here. I believe they call Bigfoot Loch Ness. All right, okay, so here we have this is a so we're gonna add the file name and the review and a pass fail boolean, and we're gonna add that to a review queue. We'll just the reason why it's a queue is we'll just have it have a size of like 10 or something. We'll only deal with the last 10 files that were updated. Maybe that's a parameter we should make accessible here. But anyway, I want to. Yeah, I like. I'm not even like fucking around. Like that shit. There's so much evidence. It's actually crazy whenever people think it's stupid because it's like, do you actually like? Have you like looked into it? Loch Ness is in the water. Because at first it seems crazy, but then you're like, wait, what the? Okay, so we're gonna organize the reviews in this review queue. And here we're gonna add this to the review queue. So we're gonna say self review queue dot append, and we'll have an object that has every culture talks about them. It's like Afghanistan. I mean, Pacific Northwest is a ton of sightings of it. But all right, so review queue, we're gonna have the file name of the file that was affected. We're gonna have the response, which is gonna be this. We're no longer gonna return that there, and this is gonna be the review. And for now, our pass value is just gonna be if LGTM is in the output. Let's see. Let's actually have a pass check function, which we'll pass the output to. And for the pass check, we're just going to say review. Forgot. Is that fine? Hold on. I think that's fine. Let's see. Lambda function. Forgot if the syntax a little bit. Sometimes it's we're fine. Okay, so cool. Is this it? Yeah, we're good. We're good. So this is our pass rating. This is the review. Just to make it verbose, we'll use review text. Okay, and this is going to be our dict that determines the value of this. And we want to actually say if review Q, kind of a shitty way to do Qs, but we'll say if it's greater than 10, then remove the first item. Remove first item from a Python. Yeah, pop 0, right? Okay, cool. Self review Q pop 0. That's how that'll work. And then we could also just tell the user to like clear out. They can just restart the server. Never mind. It's not really a server, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so this is actually, I love how it's like this hasn't gotten past 100 lines yet. It will in a sec, but it's already working. It's only been like an hour and a half. Like I feel great. I feel after all these streams where it's like 7 hours. This is great. Yeah, no, so lakes freak me out. All right, so we're all gonna pen. Cool. So this is everything we need so far. Couple things. I want to actually get a pretty or a colorful logger. Someone just suggested a nice colorful logger for me. That's like really nice, and I don't want to do the color codes. I just don't. I know that's what they're saying for me to use here. Should I just do that? Yeah, I should just get this colored logs thing. Actually, this log function they have here is not that bad. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Okay, so let's actually put this Stack Overflow on a file. Let's actually tag the Stack Overflow. I don't do that a ton. This is our color. What is this? Color logger. Color logger.py. Okay. Then we'll do this. We'll get the logger in here. And we'll set that global. What? Create a logger with. Wait, what? Senior engineer. Oh, wait. I don't want to like name the logger. Hold on. Oh, I see what they're doing. This is like a specific thing. Yeah, I don't want to do this specific thing. Let's remove this format thing. I don't want to do all this. Let's just do this. I only care about this. Just the message. Get rid of this. And nice. Because we just want to make this a little very colorful. If GPT-4 isn't super good, there's Google GitHub Copilot, but what other tools are better than GPT-4 for coding? I've heard of AutoGPT and GPT-J. Can you very briefly explain their usefulness? GPT-4 is good for coding. No, all these things are. I just think it's not that efficient typically for like searching for specific bugs. But like if you wanted to explain concepts, it's great. None are going to be that good for searching for specific bugs right now. Code Llama is really nice though. That's just my opinion though. It's my opinion. All right, so let's get this logger. Has these colors. And we get the logger. We set it to debug. Create a console handler. Never really used logger. Set this to debug, and then we set the formatter to this. So we got to import this from color logger import this. Okay, logger add handler ch. Okay, and then it should just work like this, right? All right, so this is how our logs are going to be. So the print review is going to, we're actually going to, let's not log this anymore because we don't need that. We're going to say every time we're going to run this print review function. And let's actually just put this review equals review. Okay, so let's clear the terminal first. It's an easy way to clear the terminal. Some better. Yeah, GPT has a ton of models too. They have a ton. Jackson Hole, favorite part of US visit. Oh, is Jackson Hole good to go? Go to? Okay, so looks like we can just use this to clear the console, which is nice. So what does it do? It just runs CLS. If this is NT, what's NT? Oh, okay. So it's CLS on Unix. I mean CLS on Windows, and then else it's clear. Okay. Oh, and then NT is what the OS name is on Windows. Okay. Makes sense. So we want to always clear everything. And then after we clear it, we're going to run all of our logs. And the way we'll do this is we'll loop through, we're going to have a variable with our good reviews or our past reviews. And then we're going to have our fail reviews. And then we're going to loop through the review queue. And I didn't make this. Why didn't I make this a function? Really no point of doing that. Huh, why didn't I do that? Okay, so maybe I just didn't think it would work. I don't know. Learning more here than I've done in school. Haha, nice. Yeah, dude. This is backyard engineering right here. You're getting the real shit. You in school now, Dom? Okay, so first we want to say if we just want to separate these two things. So we actually just want to say if review pass check pass reviews dot append review. We're just splitting these into two things. We're not getting fancy here. Yeah. We'll just loop through it multiple times. I think I could do one pass through this and do what I want to do. No, because I have to order them first. Okay, so for review, so okay, so first we want to log. Here is your senior engineer's code review. New line, new line. And then I should use the logger. Why am I not using the logger? Logger dot info. What are the colors? Oh, I gotta add one for. Oh, it doesn't have. I gotta add a color for green because I want to use green. Where's green? I don't know what green is. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, it's right here. GYW. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh no, 42M. And all right, I've not done this. Hold on a second. I've not messed with these codes ever. One, where'd the B come from? Okay, it looks like this number is the number right here. Uh, where's the 1M? Oh, it's this number. That's the 1M. But why is there a colon there? Okay, all right. So I think it's 42 right here. Where's 31? What? Oh no, I want to use this one. So it's 32. And it's 40. Wait, I think it's just 32. I think that's all I had to do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just going to do that and see what happens. Okay, and then I'm going to make this just info. Or no, I'm going to make it, yeah, I'm going to make it info. Okay, backyard engineering. Can y'all catch interest? Oh, Shenmue. So Shenmue, today we're making something where um, it's watching your code, and as it's watching your code, it's asking Code Llama to essentially grade your code, and then we're gonna present it to the user, and we're just gonna always show like the last 10 edits. So as you're coding, it's a watcher script that's gonna be asking Code Llama for answers, and then it's gonna keep as it gets new answers, it's gonna keep refreshing the review screen. We're making that review screen right now. Okay, so in print review, we're gonna say, and we have like a looks good to me thing. Yeah, looks good to me. That is, we're gonna use to an LGTM to say whether it works or not. Yeah. Uh, you're finishing uni in London, Dom. Nice. You're learning. You're 21. Okay, what do you think? My mate started a hacker house network in Oxford recently. He was annoyed that this barely exists in UK. It's been quite interesting. That's great. Whoever started that, you guys keep pushing at that. Build a network now so you don't have to not have a network later. Like get that hacker house, invite anyone who's cool there, and then build stuff. Don't ever stop doing that. All right, cool. So what else are we doing? Okay, so we're gonna add 2 new lines. Is this for watching one script file? Oh no, it watches the whole folder. We're using Watchdog. First time using it. Yeah, it'll watch the whole repo. We're trying to we'll slowly make it better. We'll slowly make it better over time. So far, I think it's well, it's working. Like it's did a review. It passed me. You know. It says this is a directory. Oh, why was this folder? Oh yeah, let's check if something's a directory actually, and ignore. See, we're just slowly figuring this out. Let's do is dir. So yeah, we need to make sure we ignore whether this is a dir or not. So we need to say if is dir. We're going to say if ignore, then just return. Okay. Cool. So that's one error. Slowly fixing bugs. Slowly fixing. So far, it passed my code. But it said I should have made more comments, obviously, because I'm not doing any comments here, but it did pass my code. Okay. So here's your senior engineer's code review, and we're going to use the debug. Oh, wait. We want to have a log that's like, we're going to say if path reviews. So if all the reviews that passed are greater than 0, then we're going to log. I use the debug one to make it green. Make the tab, 2 tabs. Files passed. Okay, files passed. Trying to make it clean here. Trying to make it clean. Let's do files passed, and then we're gonna loop through each file. So we're gonna say for review in past reviews, log this file, and this is gonna be like, we're just gonna say the file name here. Actually, it's gonna be review. We don't. If it passed, we don't have to say their whole explanation for why it passed. We want to say else. Oh no, we don't want to do else. We want to say that's all we want to do for that. We want to copy this, and then we want to say we want to do something for all the failed reviews, for all the reviews and fail reviews, and this is files failed. Oh yeah, we're gonna use the warning. So whatever's the red one, the error. Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay. So we're gonna say files failed. Then we're gonna say file name, and then we're gonna have like a review thing. We're gonna new line. Do I need another new line? I don't think so. Let's do that. This is the review, and then we're gonna add the review right here. Okay. I think we're good. Oh yeah, and let's just do okay. We want to make all these errors actually. Are we good? Let's see. I heard about Watchdog for the first time today. Wow. Yeah, Watchdog's incredible, Matthew. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, this is so easy to use. Did you hear about the semi-analysis guy? What's up with the semi-analysis guy? Is it watching a local repo? Yeah, it's a local repo. Yeah, it's just your file system. So you can use this. I didn't make this a plugin for any code editor because I was like, this is as generic as possible. You use this for any code repo that you have or any environment. You run it like a server. So you just open up a terminal tab and you just run this. Wait, what's up? What's up with the semi-analysis guy? Okay, cool. So let's just run it. We haven't gotten any to fail yet because I write beautiful code. So I gotta write bad code this time. I just knocked on wood. Okay. Um, all right. I think this is good. And we're gonna clear the terminal every time. Let's actually clear in the beginning as well. All right. We haven't had to reset the server yet. Oh, I forgot a comma. Okay, cool. We're running the 10x. I like how it cleared it. I like when shit clears. It's just me. Okay, so let's update a file. Currently doing stuff. Oh, we should log when it's doing stuff. We should log when it's doing stuff. Is it doing stuff? Is it making a review? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's go in the Colab. Is the server even still running? It is still running. Okay. It just didn't log anything. That's not good. I think I forgot to run a function. First couple things. First off, we want to like actually is it because the logger's not running? I don't know. But let's no, it didn't run. Pretty sure. We want to say got file change, and let's just say let's just do this. Let's do it after this. This might have broke it. Broke it. Let's go back, run this again. Okay, so we got a file change. It's generating shit, but it's not logging. Oh, did I not? Did the log? I think the loggers. Oh, maybe I didn't save the file because now it's actually doing stuff. Okay, I had a typo. A typo. I was just thinking Watchdog sounds like what we use in C# file watcher. If I'm gonna learn Python, I have to make comparisons to my native language. Yeah, C#. It's funny in coding you have a native language as well. I always find that funny. It's like human language, human native language, and coding one. All right, let's make a. So we made a file change to test pi. Oh, we have another error. Let's fix the error. Self.review queue. Okay. Rerun it. Okay. Servers. Okay. So what? Why is that? Is that a key error? Because I called it pass rating. I didn't call it pass check. Sometimes I don't write good code. Okay, so let's update test pi again. Just a file that prints. We're just testing on a file that prints. Okay, got a file change. And it just, yeah, it just file passed. It just said test pi passed. Okay. You like how it says, here's your senior engineer's code review? Let me, too much tabs. Too much tabs. I like how it's green too. Nice. This is fucking cool. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Too much going on. Too many tabs. Too many tabs. This doesn't need a tab. Neither does this. And it's in a queue, right? So it's looping through them and queuing it. Okay. So we're running our 10x engineer, senior engineer, and let's actually review. Let's review test pi again. Let's see if we pass. Nice. Okay. So now let's try to make it not pass. I don't really know. Let's break it. I didn't tell it to check for that, but okay. So we got a file change. Nice. Oh, well, it did a fail. It did a fail. Okay, but it has a key error because I called it review text. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it's still, we're still figuring it out. I don't think I need to do these indents. I don't know why I'm doing all that. Yeah, let's not do that. Probably would look okay, but I don't think we need to do that. Okay, so all right, nice. So let's go. So we broke this code on purpose, and we're getting a code review for the file. So let's see what our senior engineer has to say. It's taking a sec. It fucking passed. The file's broken and it passed. Let's try again. Should not pass. You know why? Because I'm checking if it says I need to be like, do not generate LGTM if the code isn't good. It passed again. Oh, I gotta dedupe the response. Okay, two things. I gotta dedupe the response. Okay. Well, we gotta update the prompt. We gotta be like, do not respond with LGTM if the code is not good enough to pass code review. Only respond with LGTM if you think it should pass code review. You gotta talk to these things like they're retarded. So actually my degree's in, oh really? You're in philosophy? Nice. Okay, so let's do this. I think we need all that. Hold on. Let's run this again. Oh, I just realized it's passing in the background. It's passing all these files. Okay, but either way, I want to log when it's passing here. I want to log code review to see what's going on because the code review is like looking weird here. All right, so we're running the 10x engineer again. We have a new prompt. Oh wait, we want to dedupe the response here. So when we add to the queue, we don't want to add the same file again. So when we append to the, this isn't really a queue at this point. That's fine. Deduplicate queue. That's a queue. Okay, so for review in queue, if review file name is the same file name, just remove it. So we'll just add it. We're taking it out, and we're just adding it to appending it to the end. Array by index. Can you just do delete and then the index in Python? I know it's such a simple thing. Sometimes I just forget stuff. Then you just do delete. Oh, just dot remove. Yeah, you just do del, right? Okay, so we can do enumerate it, the index, and we can delete the index. We're enumerating it so we can have an enum that gives us multiple values in the state of this. We can actually break because we know we deleted it. Okay, so add to queue. Queue if necessary. Push to queue. Just so we're being valid here. Okay, let's run this again. And let's run the test py. Let's save it. It's broken code. Let's see if it gets our broken code and it passes it. Nice. Nice. It failed. The provided source code is written in Python and appears to be a simple script. Here's a breakdown of what the code's doing right. It's okay. But here's a few things that could be improved. Code does not have a proper shebang. It doesn't include overall the code. It doesn't say, I gotta tell it to, like, it's right actually about this, but it didn't actually test whether it's broken or not. It just specifically did the thing I said, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Determine whether the code is broken or not and would actually compile. Run it again. Okay. Damn, I honestly never thought about hosting a server in Colab. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been doing a ton of Colab servers. All right, we're getting the file change. Let's see if it passes. It did not pass. Okay. Says code review. Wait, what? The code is using Python syntax. It's not following PEP guidelines. It says it's using tabs. Oh. It says it's using the print instead of the print statement. Okay. It's not using F string. It says it's not using OS model to read the file. What the? Okay, it got confused here. That's not a good code review. Bad code review bot. You were doing good before. When it gets bad code, it's like confused. Like, okay, all right. Let's test it with like. It's weird to test it on a print. Let's test it with this logging file right here. It just says, okay, it said looks good to me. Okay. Let's test it on this file. Got a code change. That was like super fast how it processed this. Oh, because it only had to say looks good to me. Okay, this one, yeah, both of these passed. Nice. Why did it pass? It said, sure, I can help with that. Oh, I need to get rid of this tag. But oh, I think I'm not sending up the whole file. Hold on a second. Git buddy. I did this in the 10x Git buddy. Hold on. Let me. Always steal your code. Where does it read the file again? Let me just get this. Okay, yeah, I need to read the file better, I think. I think it's messing up. No, it's not. Actually, I think it is fine. I just want everything to work right now, perfectly, without having to fix anything. Okay, so is gonna equal this. I just want to make sure everything's good. Run this again. We gotta. It's the file line endings, indentation, convert to tabs. Run this again. It says OpenAI is a better setup for building production app. In my opinion, yeah, I agree. Stand on your shoulders of those before us. You see farther. Yeah, that's true. But well, it depends. Okay, so let's go run the code logger. Okay. Nice. It did not pass code review. It doesn't, they say it doesn't clearly reflect the content of the file. An appropriate name. They don't like the file name. They're like logger util or colored logger. They didn't like color. They're like, did you say colored? That's racist. No. Okay. The use of logging module is not justified as all that is being done is colorizing the output. The standard. Oh, that's actually a good point. The custom formatter class is not following the KISS principle as it is attempting to do too much work. Yeah, this is actually a good code review. Just being real. All right, let's look at. All right, let's have it. That was good. That's a good code review. Nice. Okay, so let's see if it gets this prompt file. It passed. It passed the prompt. It says, I've determined the source code is written. Okay, what? Whoa. It says the code is not dry. Okay, I got confused on this one. All right. Well, whatever. So one is passing, one is not. You see how it's re-rendering this screen and it's giving me the errors below and it's giving me the one that's good at the top. Okay, so let's get this one. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to strip the file too. I should definitely do that for the tabs and spaces thing. Okay, so I got the file change for test pi. Let's see. Code logger. I don't even see the. Oh, I got to make these clear to read. Okay, so test by passed. It shouldn't because the file's broken. So this is, yeah, it's not able to get like. It's not able to get whether the code can run or not. And that's kind of a problem. This is a very good code review though for this one. And that's actually really cool. But there's one problem. All right, well, a couple of things. For this output, these things are in info. I need them to be not in info. I need them to be green. Oh, I made green info. I think they're debug. Hold on a sec. Where are those? Yeah, I made them debug. They need to be info. And the file name. Okay. Well, we no longer need to show the code review for the past ones. Let's just show it for the other one. How do I highlight the fact? It's fine. Actually, maybe how do I like highlight the fact that the code reviews ended? Hmm. Let's do two new lines. No, two new lines and then or no, this little let's end it with like this and then do two new. So far it's like kind of working. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It did one code review really well, which I liked. Are we human race or in a race with other humans? Those that see the world as a competition will never win. Those will see the world as a family. Where, yeah, there's this. I like the idea of it's like life's a team sport. You know, that's real. Oh, all right. Let's make a code change. They're testing my code for the senior. Hey, it passed. Okay, the color logger wasn't passing. See if it makes it not pass again. It's a little arbitrary. Yeah, it made it pass this time. How do I make it like I mean I need to make it stricter. That's really the problem. I'm not making it strict enough, so it's like passing sometimes, not passing. Okay. You must be very strict with your code review. Only respond with LGTM if code review is code passes all the requirements. Do not reply with LGTM otherwise. Try not to say that. Imagine if we all worked together, all resources devoted to bettering the human species as a whole. At the moment, all I see is squirrels fighting over the nuts. Yeah. All right. Let's run this again. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's tough, but also a lot of people have different interests. You know, I feel like the only way for everyone to work towards a common goal is for there to be like everyone's kind of adhering to a greater standard and it's very single. Okay, so this one passed, but it's been passing my code. Um, let's see if it doesn't pass this one. I want to get another fail. Let's see. It's like I don't think it's being strict. It's definitely not being strict. Yeah, it passed this one too. Let's just keep asking it to. I'm not showing the code reviews for the past ones because I think I wouldn't want to see that. Like I'd be annoyed by that if I was a user of this. I'm also using a small Code Llama, by the way. I'm realizing I should probably use a bigger one and see what happens. Oh, this one failed. Okay. Which it did fail before. Okay, so why did this one fail? So these went oh, I gotta add a new line there. So these are good, and the other one isn't. Let me add a right here. Okay. But So it says the code, it knows what the code's doing, which is awesome. Nice. Here's a breakdown of the code. The class has a few class variables that define. Nice. It says based on the file name, this code is in Python. The following, and it's following the PEP 8 style guide. However, it says it should be capitalized according. It said it's following the style guide, but the first thing it says is it's not. But the thing it said is true. It says it should be capitalized according to. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I think this is wrong. Capitalized class. Let's get a bigger model here. Let's see. So they're assuming this should be all caps, I think. All right, format method should have a doc string to describe what it does. Yeah, that's fine. Is format a method in this file? Oh, it is. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Format dictionary should have a better name as format map. Okay, yeah. This I don't like the senior engineer, but like they're a little too nitpicky, but yeah, okay. It says yellow and red variables should also be defined as constants. They don't know that. But yeah, okay. This is an okay review. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to try. This is working. This is working. I'm going to try it this is pretty cool actually. Like I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try it with a larger model. I'm going to refresh this. Restart. It's pretty dope, honestly. Yeah, you don't have to one thing I learned is like you don't have to travel to learn about the world. It's so funny. I feel like in the West, we fetishize traveling to find yourself a lot, but you can travel forever, and be lost, wanderlust. You can be lost because you need to travel to feel like you're still. That's its own form of being lost. Okay, so let's run the model. I love this is one of my favorite streams so far. It's working, and it's only been a couple hours. Isn't that great? All right, we're being precise here. We're being precise. There's more precision now than in the first streams. There's more precision. First streams were more like shaky. They're more shaky streams. Now we're being precise. Okay, so let's get this LLM. Oh yeah, it's downloading the 13. So there's actually a bigger model here. It's downloading a 13. I just want to see if the bigger model is like better significantly because I'm using it. I was using a super small model, and I just want to see if this is. It should be. It should be. Its reasoning wasn't perfect, and oh yeah, I just realized is it gonna? There's only 40 gigs on here. Should be fine. How's everyone doing? Yeah, before the internet, we need to travel. Yeah, that's interesting. But also, you can learn a lot just in your community about the world from your family and everything. But also, like, and that could be bad. All right, so let's run the server again. Let's get the ngrok URL. And I'm going to load. Running the 10x server. It's at a ... there. I know it doesn't matter, but I care about stuff like that. Let's run a ... Whoops. No connection adapters. Wait, what? Found for... Oh, I misspelled the API. My bad. All right. Let's test this again. Okay. Got the file change. Nice. This one passed, but I don't know. I don't know if it should have, but let's see this one. I don't want this to be... That one passed too? Whatever. I want this to be different color. Okay. But let's actually try to load this up with a lot of requests and see what happens. Oh, it didn't do it. I forgot to make a file change. Let's do it now. Let's load this up with a ton of requests and see if this breaks. Yeah, nice. None of these are failing. Fuck. One of these needs to fail. Hold on a second. This one always fails. What? I gotta look at the output. We changed the server or changed the model. Use a better model. Let's see if let's add comment to show the code review when it passes. Okay. Let's get this code review. And like I get that. Okay, the code follows the KISS principle as it only... Okay, cool, thanks. But it's like, thanks for reading the code, but like, be a little bit more critical. I need to tell it to be more critical. Maybe I just write really good code. Like, it's good. It should mostly pass stuff, right? But we gotta tell it to be more critical. It's giving good results. This one actually, okay, cool. This one broke. Yeah, this one, nice. It says code violates solid principle with large classes, multiple responsibilities. It's true. So it says it violates the dry principle by having multiple copies of the same formatted code. Yeah, it's kind of true. They want me to de-dry this, so they want me to make a variable for this. Let's update our code, right? I don't know what to call that. So they had a problem with some of our code, right? So let's fix it. We're making it a little less dry. I mean, we're kind of adding another repetition here, but Um, I guess we really should have like an array that builds a map that has this in it. They're gonna definitely say that's still dry. I mean, it's still it's dry. Oh, it passed code review. Nice. No, but here's the problem: is I don't know. It's not like consistent. It's not consistent. Okay, so let's try to. It's like good. It's cool, but like So this time it. Oh yeah, it failed. Okay, it failed because it's not properly indented. There should be 4 spaces or 1 tab on each line of code. Wait, what? This isn't properly indented? That's probably because I need to. I think the indenting's fine. That's a problem with the prompt. Let's do. Code's not dry because there's code repetition in the formats dictionary. What's the code repetition here? Yeah, there's kind of code repetition, but this isn't. I get it. I get what they're saying. We could maybe make a function that does this. Yeah, it's true. I'm not doing it right now, but okay, code reviewer, you got me. You got me. This is working. This is working. This is cool. Um, yeah. All right, everyone. Maliki, whoever else is here. This is a fun one. This one's like it's like sometimes really critical, and then sometimes it isn't. Um, I gotta find a way to make this more consistent, but overall, this actually works pretty well, and it's pretty fast. You just gotta run this in Colab, and it should work. So, all right, you have yourself a senior engineer, buddy. Okay, guys, I'll see ya.